Hello everyone and welcome back to Studio 44. As promised, I have a new video featuring some anomalies. I don't know how these guys pulled it off. One of the anomalies I did see in previous versions of the game, and I always wondered how they did it, but now it's all over the place in this one stadium, and I would love to take advantage of it if there is a way to do it without hacking the game. But I have this stadium and another one that have those oddities in them that I would love explained because I would love to take advantage of them. And then I have a couple other stadiums that I found in the vault that I really liked, and I hope you like them as well. I'll share those with you, and then we'll wrap it up. So let's get started. Okay, we're starting things off in Derry, Maine, where we have Derry Park. Altitude of 3,500 feet, so you're going to hit some bombs. It was built in 2022, and it has some features that I can't figure out how they did it. I would love to learn this for myself, but tell me what you guys notice. If you can't figure it out, he's got center field batters hills out in left center field. He's got them again over here. And I think he's got them again hidden under here. How? I love it. I would love to take advantage of this. This stadium is super cool because of it. I've always wanted to use the batter's eye from Target Field in Minnesota, but it jolts way back. You can see way over here where it jolts back. And because of that, you have a lot of dead space, and I don't like a lot of dead space in my stadiums. So being able to hide it in the rest of the stadium and cover it up with other props makes this amazing. I would love to be able to use this. So, I mean, if anybody knows how to do this, let me know. I mean, I gotta think it's some kind of hack. I know there's people out there who know how to do this stuff. You know, playing Grand Theft Auto for years, you know, you had God mode people and all that other stuff. But, man, I mean, look at this. It looks great. You got the cool window over here and then fans sitting on the hill. But he was able to move the center field backdrops. How? Cool idea putting luxury seating throughout the outfield. Not the biggest and best scoreboard in center field, but it certainly works. I love using this sign as kind of a wall to the outside. This looks great up here, blending in the signs with the scoreboards. The newer one. This new one is a great size. This is a great scoreboard ad. So thank you, San Diego Studios, for not abandoning the features of this tool. Behind the plate and around the foul lines looks pretty straightforward, but man, what a great stadium. And a lot of it's because he was able to use those props in a way I've never seen used before. I mean, it looks like he's got or 4 to 6 batter's eyes in different spots. Here's what the stadium looks like lit up. He's got that new tower in the background that's well lit and well lit colorfully. I like that prop. I gotta use that for a new one. But yeah, the stadium looks great. This happens to be my favorite infield grass pattern, and well, it's not my favorite outfield pattern, but I mean it's the only one, or it's one of the only ones. I think this infield shares, right? This infield pattern is shared with another outfield pattern. I wish you could mix and match, but again, that's for another video. This also happens to be my favorite infield dirt color and pattern match up together, so that helps the stadium all the more. And I can't say enough about it and how shocked I am about it and how much I would love to use that Minnesota batter's eye in other parts of a stadium. So Jedi Yank, if you're watching, please let me know how you did it, if it's simple enough. Or if anybody else knows, please share that with me. I would love to take advantage of that. It looks phenomenal. Let's move on to the other anomaly. We have New Marlins Park. It's in Miami, Florida, of course. 1 foot over sea level because it goes right up to the sea over here. Blue seats, but what do you know about this? What do you notice about this one? A roof. It's made up of that. What is that? fan seating, but I can't move it up and down. Oh no, this is a center field eye drop too. A batter's eye drop. A batter's eye drop. A batter's eye. How? He made an entire roof that is over the field. Anytime I try to put anything over the field, it reds out and you can't do it. I mean, it's odd enough that he's got windows together. I can't get windows put together in any of my stadiums. They always red out. They won't let me do it. Now, this is what I was talking about before. This batter's eye jolts out so far back here that you can't put much of anything right here. You know, anything that you move over is red. So you have a lot of dead space. And like I said, I don't like that dead space. So how these guys are pulling this off, I don't know. It must be some kind of hack. But it looks super cool. They've blended in the casino with a bunch of other buildings to kind of create this roof that is able to hang over the field. Now, it makes the stadium pretty dark for day games, but at night, with the lights on, you can see just fine. Again, not my favorite grass pattern, but I'm guessing they're going for artificial turf. I love how this window looks, very Colorado-esque. I might have to start stealing that idea or borrowing that idea because I really like how that looks. This cool waterfall in the background, also made of batter's eye. How are people doing this? This is that new dinosaur update. The latest two updates I haven't been on much since those have come out, and I gotta say I really like a lot of the props from those two updates. So thank you so much, SDS, for coming out with those and not just leaving that ridiculous bug one. I'm sorry, I wasn't a fan of that update, but these are cool. You got the yacht out here, or the cruise ship, and there was just a lot of cool new props, new buildings, and new concession stands. I'd still like to see new numbers. These are terrible. They got to go. But this guy was very creative with this prop. It turned out pretty cool. The Paradise Dining. Taking advantage of the decks that already have railings on them. It looks really great out here. So, I mean, again, if someone knows how they're doing this and how they're pulling this off, if it's some way without hacking, I would really, really appreciate the information because I'd love to take advantage of it myself. By the way, there is a version of this stadium in the vault with no roof. So we can stuff. It would look like this. Let's see the show too. But yeah, it looks like this. So yeah, cool ideas in here. Mad props to this. Look at this. He's even got a sign on the thing. Oh my dear Lord, how did I not notice that before? How? I haven't tried to use this in a game yet, but I gotta see if you can. I'm very intrigued. This is a cool idea. But again, I can't get two windows next to each other. See, they do this. If I try to put them back, they're red. I don't know. But yeah, great stadium. Let's move on to some stadiums that I found in the vault that I really like that I don't think have any oddities to them. This is Access Field by Adrian 13, 1975. It's in Portland, Oregon, maybe for an expansion team. Built in 2023, altitude of 50 feet above sea level. And it's pretty simple, but, I mean, it looks great. It's very clean. Great buildings in the background. Cool custom plaza level seating with the airplane prop in the back, or the airport prop in the back. It's another two-decker stadium, but I think a lot of stadiums are moving towards that. Great idea blending this building right into the plaza level seating up here, this top deck. Portland Pioneers, are they a real stadium, or are they a real minor league team? I know there's the Portland Beavers at one point. We have the Portland Beavers that we use in the Ricky Davis League. But I love this concourse area out here that has like the trees and the grassy area. He put the grill sign in here, so apparently there's a grill in here. I could go for a hamburger right now. I always like it when people customize buildings. He put the wood fencing in front of the cement, and I think it adds a lot to that building. It looks really cool. Scoreboard, of course, outside above the team store, PDX team score. Great. Look at this. He used a bunch of different gardens and kind of blend them together, make this big garden out here in center field. It's connected to the parking lot. Seems like it'd be pretty easy to sneak into this stadium that way, but you know what? We're going to roll with it because it looks great. Field level seating look good out here and left. Uses the same museum building that I used for my casino. This is a good idea, using this to round it off. That looks great. Snack Shack is right in there. Yeah, I found this stadium in the vault not too long ago. Oh, I didn't notice this out here. That looks great. The little port or little bay. The dock. That looks great out there. Yeah, this I use this building a couple times myself, including in the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino. It's a hospital. I know I covered it up in mine, but I like how it looks. I think it's a cool looking building, and I think it works for baseball stadiums. So I use that one myself. So yeah, I like it a lot. This is a great stadium. I'm looking at it behind. Beautiful. Did we take a look with the lights on? I really like it a lot. He did a great job hiding the fountain over here. So the waterfall looks great with the scoreboard above it, with the baseball surrounding it. That's a cool idea. Good idea having the picnic tables out here. And he's found a way to put this people sitting in them. Cool speakers over here. Yeah. And again, very quirky dimensions. I like how it jolts out back here. Very cool. Nice work. Also one of my favorite grass patterns as well. So, and one of my favorite infields. I prefer a darker dirt myself, but it looks great. Beautiful stadium. Let's move on. Let's take a look at another one of Laraco stadiums. This one is KeyBank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Altitude of 683 feet, built in 2022. And I fell in love with this stadium as soon as I saw it. Love that big wall out in left field with the bleachers kind of built right into the home run fence. Although I'm pretty sure if you hit it here, it's a home run, right? Because, I mean, you can't really build that into the fence. But, man, it's so clean looking. And then he's got the standard seating above it with the signs or the scoreboard kind of used as pillars. It looks great. Perfect scoreboard to use with this stadium. He's got this little deck up here. Again, my favorite non-grass backdrop with the seating curving right around. It's beautiful. Small upper deck over here with bleachers. I think I don't know what it is, but I always think stadiums look better if they have something to hold a higher deck or a higher concourse up. And great idea using this building as the pillars to hold it up. It looks really great. Again, a two level stadium, but it looks phenomenal. This guy's one of my favorites from the new game. It's not my favorite grass or infield pattern, but I mean, who cares? If you download that, you can customize that yourself. I like the Pepsi party deck, even if it is Pepsi. I'm Team Coke. But it sure looks great. Wonderful, wonderful work. Let's take a look with the lights on. Amazing. The roof looks nice and clean. Little city in the background. Cleveland's not that big. I was just in Cleveland last year. It was a fun trip. Yankees won the first two games. They were a doubleheader. And then they lost the third game. This year they lose every game they freaking play. They stink. That's another thing that's giving me more time to do stadiums is I don't have to watch Yankee games every night. It's no fun watching them lose. This looks like a small ballpark. How deep is it? Yeah, 319 down the line. It's pretty close to Yankee Stadium. Deep out here, 420 obviously. But then 318 down the line over here with a higher wall. But I've definitely used this in Ricky Davis games, so man, great work, Larocco. I hope you're watching. He does a good job outside of the stadium, too. I think this building works as a great facing for the stadium. All right, great work once again. I still have more in the chamber of his, and we'll show them in a future video. Let's show one more. This is Valero Park in San Antonio, Texas, where we will wrap things up. Altitude of 650 feet, and you will need a DeLorean or a TARDIS to see this stadium because it was built 10 years from now. But man, what a cool stadium. I like the scoreboard in center field. I love this concession stand used as kind of like a facing or a wall up here, like a facade type situation. He's got this wooden building all the way around as like some kind of trim. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. I always like adding the roof to the luxury seating out here. Fantastic idea. I like the pool area. Looking great. And I also love this 3-tiered round concourse deck type area. Beautiful idea using the thin concrete as a trim to the brick. It looks amazing. Fantastic work. Got this brick bleacher section over here that also looks great on top of this concourse. Use this old school center field batter's eye, which I've always thought looked pretty cool. But again, it leaves those blank spaces that I'm not crazy about. But he pulled it off well in this stadium. He's got the funky steps over here into another brick bleacher section with seats in front. I like this idea a lot, having the brick wall with the bushes in front. That looks really great. I mean, it might obstruct some of these guys' view, but again, they're fake people, so who cares? This looks great too, using this concession stand as another trim type. Or actually, it's just, it's a wall. Okay. Yeah, a lot of the old school stadiums, it used to be all like walls, and then the only way you could see in the concession stand was the tunnels. But now I think they're all pretty much wide open. But it looks great. 3 levels. Looks like this could be a retractable roof that closes over the stadium. It's not my favorite grass type or infield. I'm not crazy about flat in front of home plate, but again, you can change that when you download it. That's all preference stuff. The rest of the stadium is unbelievable looking. Beautiful. Let's see what it looks like at night. Lights make it look great. Whoops, not best camera work by me there. Yeah, looks phenomenal. Great stadium. That's it. That's all I had for you. So please, if you know how they did those anomalies in the first stadium, please, please, please share that with me in the comments. I'm dying to know how they did that. As long as it's something simple, that I can do without hacking, the whole game. But if you have a stadium you want showcased, my time is freeing up a little bit, so I should have time to get on and post these a little bit closer together than I have been. But if you have a stadium you want showcased, please leave your user ID and your stadium name in the comments below, and I will get to it as soon as possible. Please check out my other YouTube channel, Respect the Pick. It's a podcast or YouTube show that we've been doing with my brother and my nephew. We've had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys have fun watching and or listening to it. We're going to try to turn it into a podcast as well, so you can listen to it on your favorite podcast platforms. So please like this video. Please subscribe to my channels, this and Respect the Pick, and please ring that bell. Hit that bell notification button so you know when new videos are coming out on both different pages. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the future. Later.